Why does my hair look greasy when I've just washed it? Hey everyone, I'm Amy. I thought I'd do a vlog. People might be expecting a cosplay vlog because that's how people have probably got to this channel. But I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed. I'm not going to do a cosplay vlog for a while because I've only been doing it for a year and a half. And I feel like I need a little bit more experience and a little bit more time in the community before I can actually start vlogging about it. Particularly because I've only just started like armour building and sewing and stuff. So, I thought I would talk about gaming and games. I do a lot of gaming. It is my prime form of procrastination. When I've got other stuff to do, I go on video games instead. But I wanted to talk about how I got into gaming. I thought my first vlog could be about retro gaming and the kind of gaming I did when I was a little girl. So when I was little, I had a Mega Drive and we still have it here. I've come around to my family house so that I can show you all my Mega Drive games that we had. And I loved the Mega Drive. Like, from everything from the little star Sega to the kind of titles that you'd find on the Sega Mega Drive. I kind of want to go through all of that with you because that's how I started gaming. So to begin with, I want to talk about the Strike games. It might be quite odd to say that a kind of like 5-6-year-old girl, possibly a bit older, loved games about helicopters, but I did. So Urban Strike, Jungle Strike and Desert Strike, you're basically like you're flying a helicopter and you basically fight other helicopters and planes. You blow shit up, you rescue little tiny pixelated people from the sea because you've got like a little ladder that comes down to save people. And they were all slightly different. Obviously Jungle was set in the jungle, Desert was set in the desert. Urban Strike was my favourite. Urban Strike was set in Washington DC, so you'd see little pixelated versions of all the different monuments and you'd kind of go around skyscrapers and stuff like that. And they were quite hard. Remember, with all Mega Drive games you could not save. You could have like cheat codes and stuff you could go back to once you got to a certain point of the game that you could type in, so you didn't have to start from the beginning. But you didn't have any sort of memory cards or anything like that, so if you got to a certain point and you'd not got a code, that was it, you'd start again. Which happened a lot with these games, particularly towards the end of them. But I loved them. I haven't played a helicopter game since, but I love these ones. Fantasia. No. This game was supposed to be brilliant, but I found it so hard. I don't know why, but my little brain could not process after the second level. It probably was a fantastic game, but I was shit at it. Sonic the Hedgehog! You're either a Sonic person or a Mario person, or at least I believe in my mind. I love Mario Kart. I have nothing against Mario, but I was brought up as a Sonic person. Tails is my favourite character of all time. And I just love the way that this game is designed. Again, the music that goes through this kind of thing is brilliant. They've tried to remake it for different platforms recently, and I think you should just leave it as it is. If you're going to put it on different platforms, leave it as the exact same style. Don't try and modernise it, because that was the joy of Sonic. Like, the lovely arcadey feel and design is the reason why I loved Sonic so much. And it was hard. It was hard, but I think it was in the second one where you had all the little bunnies and the little cute animals come out of it when you finished a level. That was so cute. It's one of my favourite games of all. Olympic Summer Games, 1996, Atlanta. I'm showing my age with this one. But it's okay because I've still got spots, so I look about 12 rather than my actual age. This game was like the multiplayer family staple. You could play with up to 8 people. You picked the country that you wanted to be, and then you basically go through all the different sports that are part of the Olympics. So you do archery, you do ski, you do running, you do triple jump, and then at the end of it, it was like the normal Olympics. So if you'd got the most medals, then you'd win, and it would go down the medal table like that as to who's won. The key to this game was to be able to do that really quickly, because that was running and you only have like A, B and C as buttons on a Mega Drive controller. Mario Mallard. I loved this game. Again, I couldn't get that far with it without the cheat code thing going forward. But you're basically Donald that's kind of ninja, and different bugs give you different superpowers in this. And you go through the Maori stuff, and there was like little voodoo ducks. I just thought this was really funky. The first level is amazing because you jump on this like spooky organ and stuff. It was a really, really clever game. This is the kind of game that I would like to be recreated actually, because I think it would work really, really well on the type of platforms, next gen consoles that we have now. Making Donald's World of Illusion. This is one of my favourite games when I was little. I used to play this with my mum. You can be Mickey and or Donald, or you can play as both, multiplayer. And you're both magicians, and you go around with like little capes, going up to the baddies, and you swoosh your cape, swooshing, to get rid of them. It was really, really Disney-fied. There were a couple of like Disney villains and stuff that you'd see in there. So the bad guy was obviously Pete. It was just so well made, and it reminds me of I think there was one point when I was like 7 or 8 where I think my mum had been in an accident, and my dad and my granddad took her to A&E, and my nana stayed with me to kind of keep me calm and played this with me, and it took my mind off it, and also it means my nana was a bit of a gamer, so that's pretty cool as well. Quackshot and Castle of Illusions. Quackshot was like Indiana Jones, but with Donald and not Harrison Ford. But he basically goes around Egypt and Mexico and stuff, shooting things. There's quite a lot of puzzles in that one as well, which was really good. Castle of Illusion was Mickey's game, and he's basically trying to save Minnie, and you collect loads of gems and stuff. I found that one harder than Crash. There was a particular level with loads of toy soldiers that would like come down, and you'd always bump into them. And then there was like an evil clown that gave me nightmares for weeks, that was the boss, and he used to like punch things and make weird noises. But they came in the same game, which I loved. But I think I preferred Quackshot over Castle of Illusion. Mega Games 2. I played this so much because there's 3 games in it. Shinobi. I hated Shinobi with a passion. It had nothing for a small girl to get excited about. And I think it was just because it was so hard that I'd not get very far in it, and so I'd just give up. Streets of Rage was amazing. Streets of Rage had the 80th, is that even a word? Streets of Rage's soundtrack was very 80s. That makes more sense. I always used to play as Blaze. For different levels, different streets, beating up bad guys, and at the end of the level there'd always be a boss. There were these like 2 twins who looked like Blaze, and they used to do cartwheels and go like, "Aye!" which was really irritating. There was also 2 huge fat guys who breathed fire, and they were some of the hardest ones to get past. I used to get past them, but they drained a lot of my lives. And then you get to the last level where you get to the top of a hotel, and then you kill all the bosses again that you've previously killed to get to the final boss. And I think I only got to the final boss once in the whole time I played it. Golden Axe! Golden Axe really got me into fantasy games. Again, you've got 3 characters. You've got a dwarf, you've got a henchwoman, you've got an even hencher guy, and all of them were scantily clad. So very typical of modern day fantasy games where the female armour is like nipple tassels. You fight a lot of dragons, you fight a lot of skeletons that come out the ground. It's brilliant. It got quite hard towards the end. I think I got further with Streets of Rage than I did Golden Axe, but I loved it, and it's the reason why I love stuff like Dragon Age and stuff now, because I played this as a young child, and you can ride on dragons and breathe fire at people. But yeah, Mega Drive was my first console. We did have some other games like tennis and stuff like that, but these were the main ones that I played, and I would still play them today, or at least the majority of them. So let me know, which games did you love? Which games did you not love? Why did you not love them? What games did you like on different consoles? If you didn't have a Mega Drive, if you had something else, let me know. Just let me know what gaming childhood means to you. I hope you liked the vlog. I will try and do some more unless people really just want me to stop talking. and I'll see you all next time. So thank you.